So this is how to change your Ducati SuperSport air filter at home. It's really simple and easy to do. I don't really have a whole lot of mechanical experience, but it's really simple. The main tools you're going to need a 5mm and 4mm Allen bolt or Allen key. You're going to need a Torx T30 and a 3mm, and I like this T handle. That works. That worked really well for me to get the top of the air filter box off. Most of the changing the air filter is just removing parts. You have to remove both side fairings. You're going to remove both of these cheek fairings. You're going to remove this cover that's over the ignition. Once you have all that off, there are only two bolts that hold on the fuel tank. So there's one, it's kind of hard to see back there, but there's one there. So you undo that and pull it out. And then there's this little bracket underneath the seat here that you pull off, and that pinches the back of the tank. And then these little side fairings that go underneath your legs. There's a pop piece right there, you know, that is like a pop rivet, I guess. So you just pull that out, and then there's a bolt here and a bolt there that we took out, and then you can just kind of pull those side fairings away. And then I did it with 2 people, so that made it extremely easy. I had about a quarter of a tank of gas, and there's 2 vents, so that, well, the air filter is pretty much right underneath there, you know, below the fuel tank. And then there's 2 vent lines that come out down here, down into the bike. And then there's a bunch of mechanical, like the bike computer and stuff that's underneath on this side that have wires running down this way. So what we did is, you know, undid everything that I said. And then I grabbed onto the tank here and underneath and lifted the tank up and then put it on its side and kind of held it in place. And then the other person went with a 3.5, or I'm sorry, the 3mm, and you have to remove 3 bolts. And then the whole air filter assembly comes out. You undo the nut on the top, replace your air filter, screw the nut back on, and then just put everything back together. The air filter cost me about $35, and the part number, you can see it there, is 426-10191A. But again, it was a really super simple thing to do, just mostly taking pieces off and putting pieces back on. And I would recommend you do it with 2 people, and then you don't have to completely undo the fuel lines and the vent lines, and or use like a wooden block to try to hold the fuel tank out of the way. Yeah, it was just really simple. Just grab 2 people, and the fuel tank itself was really light too. Even with a quarter tank of fuel, it was still really, really light. But anyway, hopefully you have the same success that I did. Ride safe.